Lakers. On hit Ferris.
That is going to be lethal.
There's got to be somebody in Twitch chat who'd take that gambit. There's a lot of them in there looking to press their luck. But how do you guys
Dragons
feel?
are giving up for this, though, because Pantheon was topside, and Trundle just started this very early, so Contracts is going to hope to get something done, at the very least making
for this
him...
grub fight. Doom is going to pass by mid lane here. He sees the opportunity on Palafox. The Fate Seal is going to get blocked by Kaze, and it's first blood for Red Canids Galunga.
Great job from Kaze there. Gets right in on Palafox. He goes back where his soul is unbound from, and then he's able to get in there, invade the ultimate. Contracts.
Doom having to flash away from that one. Did not want to get caught out there, but now Contracts could be in some danger. The Subjugate has already been used. Chains of Corruption here for the follow-up. Contracts get picked, and Red Canids
has all the time in the world to turn it back around, so they take a nice early kill lead in this game.
Palafox and Zeus now looking to see if they can get any punish here on Doom. Nice little binding as Contracts jumps in here too. A little bit more damage, seals the deal. Palafox taking the kill on that. Red Canids doesn't have anything planned. Palafox wants to step up, try to continue these short bursty trades with Kaze, but Kaze's just waiting in the smoke on the Soul Unbound. Sure, he can flip, find some burst. Palafox has already lost the Hex Drinker shield, but Kaze has to flash away. Now Zeus wants to follow this up, see if he might be able to catch this out, find the full punish. Kaze's still walking, he does not have his flash. One more auto attack's gonna do it. Zeus gets the kill, and that's another one for Shopify Rebellion, but now FNB's made his way up to the fight. Palafox is already cooked, and Zeus is next on the menu. Frosty jumps towards him. It's a double kill to FNB. Back in the mid lane, we're not done yet, as Rebello has to try to get away from Contracts, but Doom is right next to him, and he's ready to turn this play around. Red Canids, 5-2. Shopify Rebellion is made to look foolish as Brazil came to play.
The teleport from FNB. Rumble gets up there and collects both of the kills.
You evaporate. Contracts use the early. Another fight, though.
We're not done. Red Canids trying to fall back into their own jungle now as Shopify Rebellion press forward. Focused onto Frosty here for the start. Subjugate comes in from Doom. Frosty is already down. Shopify have found two. Rebello also dead. Kaze tries to get away, but B-Boy is on the hunt. Zeus cuts off the escape, and Fudge has Doom trapped underneath the turret. It's 3 kills for 1 for Shopify Rebellion, and they're right back in it.
This time it's Shopify teleporting in. They teleport Palafox in. They force the fight. They collect the dragon in the aftermath. And just like that, they deleted the 1,000 gold lead.
Let's go. And this is exactly what it was like.
Is ready, so if they decide that they really want those feats and they go for the Herald fight flowers, then it could be another 10-person banger.
Yeah,
all right.
Kaze a big threat, but you look like Palafox is going for one.
Yeah, they want Rebello instead. Contracts tries to make his entry, but a nice Chains of Corruption from Rebello slows it down. Contracts still surviving for now, but it is a 1-for-1 off to the side. Palafox going to be focused at the same time. B-Boy's already down 2. Shopify Rebellion have already lost 3 men, and Red Canids aren't done yet. Kaze looks for a little bit more, but Fudge gets him back. The Aurora trying to be the hero. Fudge still here in the front line. A double kill over to Fudge. It's going to be another one dead. There are so many dead bodies on Summoner's Rift. It looks like a graveyard.
9 down. Only Doom
is currently up, so we'll see who decides to prioritize that first. As FNB ganked by Contracts here. Fudge providing the extra burst, and the redemption will not heal him in time. Shopify get the pick.
One of the reasons why people highly prioritize this Pantheon, those picks in the side lane, able to use it and take down FNB. The Rumble had just gotten a very powerful 2-item power spike with the Bloodletter's Curse finished, and the stacks on his Dark Seal really starting to stack up. So they take down the stacks, and they start up the objective.
They probably should be able to take this one, but Akali's on the way, and Palafox is still pushing top, so Red might fancy their chances trying to contest this.
Doom was standing by the blast cone. Red Cannon stepping up. Zeus goes in, finds the Pop Blossom, but it's only onto a single target, and it's Doom. He hops into the Rift Herald trying to get away. Kaze assassinates Zeus in the backline at the same time. Red Canids in a 4v5 are winning the fight. Contracts dies too. Kaze's still alive. Palafox at least gets one back, but the One can't get away. He tries to flash over the wall, but he misses the mark. The blast cone knocks Doom back over, and now Palafox running the damage onto Frosty. Shopify Rebellion are getting kills back. Fudge is back into the pit trying to kill Doom. Palafox gets flashed onto the wall as Doom escapes. It's trying to get away from this one. He should still be alive. Zeus is alive.
Okay, so the problem for Shopify there is that when Zeus went for the ultimate on Rebello, Rebello had a good flash disengage,
Sorry, we've got 3 different waters here. I'm making sure that I'm staying hydrated for this one. B-Boy, though, he gets caught out by Frosty. The chains of corruption to follow it up from Rebello. B-Boy tried as hard as he could, but nice catch there from Red Canids, and now they're going to take the Drake, too.
I think he felt safe because Contracts had just passed through River and gone up to this position here. But he didn't check the brush that was the line brush between River and mid lane, and so there's a control ward and a rel
with Dark Souls boss Otacon, but he's immediately deciding to just walk back through the fog on that one, as Shopify do not want to overextend at the Otacon here.
It's kind of nice. It drew everybody up towards the top lane and let Fudge take that turret uncontested.
It's a sneak angle, and there has not been a sneak angle.
There were security cameras on the Otacon. He could not sneak in, but he goes in for the fate shield on Kaze now. Kaze and Frosty both trying to escape from this one. As Contracts arrives, Frosty with a defensive crash down into the Magnet Storm. A little bit more burst should do it, and the Redemption can't keep him alive. Fudge goes on a killing spree. Now Fudge popping the stasis to survive FNB's counterattack, and FNB's down 2. Rebello is assassinated by B-Boy off to the side. That's 3 kills for nothing. Shopify Rebellion.
And most importantly, Palafox can now take down Otacon.
Yes,
he's been practicing. I mean, but honestly, this was a really good play by Shopify. Palafox saw that angle and just absolutely went for it before Red was grouped up. Shopify starts the fight before Red is ready for it and get
up the rest of Shopify, who have started the Baron. Doom is on the other side of the map. The Baron is already down to half HP. Red Canids coming in as Kaze goes through the Hex Gate. The Baron's still down to about 2,000. Red trying to steal it away, but Contract secures it. Kaze looking for the back line, but instead he's going to be locked up by Zeus. Contract's trying to do a Frosty off to the side, but now he's got to flash away just to survive. B-Boy's going to be the next target. Doom hunting him down. FNB with a flash over the wall. He's ready to look for more. Fudge still running. Palafox wants to turn it around, and Doom takes a lot of damage, but it is not enough. The Q3 does.
We got a lot of action coming up very soon, though, with the next Drake being up.
Yep, the Nico clone going to check the brush. Red Canids, you can tell they want to fight for it. I don't know if there's been any.
Now, though, grouping everybody up with the Baron buff, the Baron buff is going to be enough to really whittle this tower down. It just barely does stay alive, and there we go. Doom is kind of walking in. See if they can actually finish the dragon. They've got Palafox just working away at it himself. He should be able to clean it up easily.
Exactly. Palafox's job is to kill neutral objectives. Choking them out of vision. Kaze still always looking for these flank angles. He knows he's on a control ward, so Shopify do not have vision of it.
Yeah, I mean, Red have been going like 50-50 in the actual fights, but the macro has been the struggle. Here we go, Kaze.
All right, Kaze wants to go in after Zeus, but he jumps back in time for the Pop Blossom to interrupt him. It's still not enough, and Zeus is down. Contract's the next target here as the Red Canids are not done yet. Contract survives for a little while, but it's 2-0 Red.
Yeah, the actual...
Big thing about that total goal, I don't think Palafox should be able to find a whole lot more here unless Kaze just takes him out. Palafox snaps back, and Kaze takes him down. Nicely done there for the Red Canids mid laner, but now B-Boy gets one back. Assassination through the Acathian Rain Killer Instinct combo. Frosty's coming around from the side, but immediately Contracts ults in. Doom's going to be your target, but FNB turns on the afterburners. Doom still barely hanging on. Contracts chases after FNB for another stun, but the Redemption heals the Rumble up a little bit, but not enough. Frosty drops next. 2-man Pop Blossom from Zeus. Shopify Rebellion wipe the Canids off the map.
Another play by the genius midfielder.
People just don't understand.
Win this game, you're honoring Fudge.
Yes.
Yeah. His discipline in the side lanes, as well as his entrances to team fights, is what's adding to this gold lead. But we have a fight mid.
Hold on now. We got a potential problem here as Fudge does get caught out. The stasis to try to keep himself alive a little bit longer. He goes between worlds and he gets away. Fudge still alive. Contract's in the middle of everybody as Palafox swoops in to try to help. Rebello's going to be bursted down as Frosty goes with them. Now Red Canids, their jungler and top laner can't get away. Kaze's about to get assassinated off to the side. Even without it, it's a triple kill over to Palafox. They thought they caught Fudge, but Fudge caught them. Palafox swooping around to try to get this last little bit of damage on the Kaze. Yone's revenge strikes true. It's an ace for Shopify.
You can't cast or curse Fudge, Kobe. That is a definite honor for Fudge. Shopify's going to take game one.
It is 46 kills in 34 minutes, but Shopify Rebellion will claim victory. victory in the first bloody battle of this best of 5.
I mean, that's just fun League of Legends right there. That is action-packed. Brawling.
They're just different team compositions. I feel like Shopify Rebellion really want to play side lanes and really want to do long-range picks. But I'd say if you're Red, they have a stronger team-fighting team comp, but still, everyone's coming mid because they feel like this is also a breaking point for that lane. Contracts, they're going for it.
Immediately, flash engage coming out from Palafox. His Contracts and Zeus are ready to follow it up, but Doom has also arrived, and Frosty is on the follow. Palafox is going to die. It's first blood over to Red Canids, and Zeus is about to drop 2 if he's not careful about it. Grand entrance back away. A double kill. The win becomes lightning. Doom gets it done. Shopify Rebellion.
On the left side, so there is a control ward down. Red knows that they're not spotted, and Zeus, though, makes another play on the replay.
Oh, Frosty, he barely stays alive with the last auto attack from Zeus, seals his fate. The 2v2 kill there for Shopify to get themselves back on the board, but now in the bottom lane, FNB versus Fudge is also going to stay nice and spicy. Palafox arrives here with a Realm Warp, but again, without a flash, he can't get in range of FNB in time. Now Palafox might be in a little bit of danger. He's fighting the Maiden and the Yorick at the same time, and FNB's just going to walk away. But now again, we've got the Deadly Flourish up here on the top side. Doom gets locked up, Contracts goes in, flashes back over the wall. Rebello putting some firepower back into Zeus as Shopify continues disengaging, but now Kaze has joined the fight. He's going to find the Shockwave there with the Contracts, and Shopify Rebellion lose another one. Feats of Warfare claimed there for the side of Red.
And Red staying really aggressive. I'm surprised.
Nobody from Shopify going to contest this one. Just like game number 1, uncontested Drake. However, this one 5 minutes later, so even if Red Canids do manage to just go straight 4 Drakes into...
A clean hit.
Kaze going to step up here and find that Shockwave onto Palafox as Doom's coming up right behind him. Palafox wants to take the Realm Warp. He even
we'll see how this works out.
Well, he's got backup coming around to help him.
Looks like it's his.
Yeah, Frosty's making his way over. If Contracts tries to stop this, he might be in some danger. He's going to try to EQ over the wall, and FNB is just waiting. Contracts gets caught out. Doom picks up a rampage.
As a top laner in the South right now, that's the second 1v2 he's pretty much just walked away from after dueling them.
I mean, yeah, it cost him his flash, but he got a lot back out of it. Now the cage, he'll force the flash out of Zeus, and he's still on the chase. FNB is embarrassing Shopify Rebellion. For Shopify, they're down 4,000 gold 16 minutes into the game, and it's about to get even worse as the Herald driven straight into the turret there by Doom. This should provide more than enough damage to guarantee that they can take first turret as well. Gold lead, 4,500 gold. Contracts and Palafox are going to make the move on FNB, but again, the Yorick, he's so damn strong. Fudge comes in here for the public execution. He needs more damage, and he can't quite find it. Finally, Fudge gets the shutdown, but he has to use the whole kitchen sink to do it, and it's still just a 1-for-1.
They had to send a third person to FNB this time, and they still get one back. FNB and Red are going to be happy about that one. They'll get the Drake on top of it as well.
You know, the Maiden is so strong, you consider it a 1v2, but then it's just a 2v2. They needed to bring Fudge, the third man in, to make it fair.
They finally get their numbers advantage, but still just the even trade. Right afterwards, Doom knows that there's nothing Shopify can do, so he picks up the Drake as well.
Just another free objective. Like, not really free. Shopify did try to stand for it. They lose Dragon, and then they lose the bot too as well.
I mean, they just continue to try and make plays onto this Yorick, and it continues to not go great for them. At the same time, they did get the TP, so when they're down 4,000 gold, I'd say getting the shutdown and the 1-for-1, I think they're losing the Drake anyway. That's a play that you take again if you're Shopify. Just goes to show, though, how strong the Yorick is.
They got the top lane tier 1.
A bit delayed after that, but I would think Red Canids could wait the little bit of extra time they need to have that massive team fighting tool, as Kaze just using the Shockwave, forcing the flash, opens up the space. This is what Red Canids are doing. It's also the Scuttle Crab going to be picked up here by FNB unless Contracts can steal it away. Scuttle Crab goes down there. It is stolen by Shopify, but the Otacon down to 2,000 HP, and Red Canids cleanly secure the Otacon. The curtain call opens up, but he can't really do anything against mostly full health targets. Doom jumps in after Fudge. Red Canids find a kill. They're going to get the objective plus the dessert.
Nicely done there by Red Canids, ready to peel off. I think Shopify wanted to soft contest this while Palafox split push, but they went a little too far with their soft contest, and the Bard really chased down Fudge well.
Yeah, I mean, it just feels like this entire game is just a suffocation, like a slow suffocation from Red. It's honestly really impressive to watch.
Yeah, this has definitely been a strong performance from Red Canids. It's been a much more controlled game. 10 kills in 22 minutes is much slower than the last one. Contracts wants to go in on Kaze. Nice use of the Cataclysm into the immediate EQ combo back to the rest of the team, but there's just no follow-up. They're just so far behind. A double kill to Rebello, and Shopify Rebellion just look lost.
I totally agree. Who was supposed to do damage there? Because Contracts isn't going to one-shot them with the ultimate. Fudge is dead, and the Palafox TP is 5 seconds after the fight APA.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing that's like the only thing you can take off is you got 3 flashes off Red. You got Doom's flash, you got Rebello's flash, you got Frosty's flash.
He decides to take the Bard portal at the last second. It's just B-Boy that's way in the back with only one shot.
23 minutes into the game, and it looks like they are starting their victory march. It's time to pick up all this standing gold from the tier 2 turrets. They take down the one in the bottom lane. Seo's going to get caught by the Auric Cage here, but he does continue to disengage. Tempered Fate finds Palafox. Enemy mid laner down, and the Red Canids just keep on going.
Yeah, I mean, you can just see it, like the Bard ult onto the no flash rise, it's so easy. It's near impossible to hit from that range.
Yeah, I mean, they are really playing an impressive game. Contracts trying to get a pick. This is a flashless Corki.
I don't know, man. I don't think Jarvan wants anything to do with this. Rebello just takes him down, and yes, Fudge and Seos are going to swoop in, so they at least make it a 1-for-1. Shockwave doesn't hit a target, but Doom and Frosty are still ready to keep going here. Fudge does get one back onto Doom, but it's still 3 dead on Shopify, only 2 dead on Red.
I mean, that's what Contracts does so well. He's
How
just
they are kind of suffocating out Shopify and playing a relatively controlled game, I think, is a little bit of proof of the progress they've made.
And it's what we were talking about at the top of the day before the series started. Hold on 1 second here. Contracts looking for the play yet again. Kaze could be in some danger. Tempered Fate finds Contracts and Kaze both, but Shopify Rebellion, that's a big pick there on the enemy Orianna. Just as the clock hits 25 minutes, Shopify might decide this is the Hail Mary Baron that they need with the enemy mid laner down for 40 seconds. There will be a teleport available for Kaze to join back up if this takes too long. Red Canids still looking to approach. Seos over the wall. Nice engage as they immediately kill off the enemy support, but now Rebello still does a ton of damage here with a Corki. FNB's made his way into the fight, and Fudge is going to be targeted next here by the Yorick, who buries him alive. Seos on the run, but Doom continues the charge. Palafox the next target as Doom kites it out. Red fights it out. Shopify Rebellion lights out. Triple kill FNB.
And Doom and FNB are just too beefy. They arrive at the very end of the fight and just brawl, fist fight Shopify to death.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great engage coming in from Seos, coming in from Contracts. Just shovels everyone.
But from the state that this game was in, Shopify even having this opportunity, I think, was extremely well played. Getting the pull as well is amazing.
There is less than 60 seconds until their Dragon Soul spawns, and they've got the Red Bull Baron power play for the next 2.5 minutes. Even with nobody else behind him, FNB is a one-man wrecking crew on these turrets as he keeps this push going.
Yeah, I mean, just look at his items right now. He's 3 core. He pushes everyone by himself 1v1, and like, they just can't do anything. You know, Palafox is trying to desperation push top lane, but they're into the game mid lane.
Yep, this might just be the push all the way if Red Canids want a full send it. Fudge does step up. Nice sidestep of the Deadly Flourish there from FNB. Throws out the cage, but he will not find B-Boy. Immediate, though. Nice counter attack from Red Canids. Kaze gets the kill on Seos. FNB is low, but he is not dead just yet. Contracts goes back in, trying to find the LT here for the Kaze. Nobody on Red is dead. Fudge drops. Double kill for Kaze. Shopify Rebellion fall to pieces. The Dragon Soul is not required. 23-7. Red Canids show that Brazil came to play today. They will make their way on to the Nexus turrets. B-Boy won't have anything to say about it. And Red Canids Kalunga tie this series up.
They have arrived here in Los Angeles. 8-1-12 for Doom. Wanting to play a melee into that double range lane and get pushed in the entire time. I'm a little bit scared of the Seraphine if you know how to pilot it for Frosty.
It's such a powerful team.
In the early games and look for some scaling options for themselves, but they call off their dragon play, and Palafox gets
Oh, Palafox with the lazy recall, and Kaze is ready to show him that sloth is a deadly sin. Palafox wants to get away from it, but Kaze picks up an easy first blood.
They know that he can return with teleport, whereas Kaze does have to go recall. And so in the end, Shopify do get the dragon as a consolation prize for themselves.
Immediately uses Weaver's Wall to create enough distance to get away from the attempt from the Shopify top laner. Fudge is still looking for a little bit more. Not going to land the Infernal Chains. Wants to flash for the Q2, but he misses the sweet spot. Won't matter. Q3 gets it done with Contract swooping in to help. Shopify and Red Canids at the same time are now going to secure themselves their first Drake of the game as this Infernal spawns, and Doom and Kaze are immediately ready to take it.
Yeah, we'll see how much damage they actually do.
The threat of Doom with this Glacial Prison, man, always so scary, but B-Boy is comfortable and calm.
Yeah, that threat, though, gets a whole Sivir ultimate out of them for free.
And now the arrow collides, but it's on to Zeus. There's no way to spell shield that one. Nice pick coming out from Red Canids. Rebello locks it in with the aim.
The double Freljord engage, even though you spell shield the Sejuani ult. Ash one does hit. Contracts, ooh, dangerous on the outside.
Yep, but at least this will buy Shopify's top laner time to take the tier 1 turret in the bottom lane. Fudge getting down, but as Palafox shuffles Doom back away, here comes the Weaver's Wall. Palafox makes his way to the other side of it, and B-Boy has to flash to do the same. Herald summoned up, but not getting a ton of value here in this tier 1, as that one will get shot down. And Red Canids now looking at the enemy.
Somebody getting picked off.
And we got some big second items coming online. Sterix Gauge just completed for FNB as Palafox is going to get caught out, but a nice defensive shuffle keeps him alive a little bit longer. Frosty needs some more damage, but the Encore will not lock Palafox up. Doom and everybody else turning their eyes onto Contracts now as Palafox is somehow still alive, but the Red Canids are dogpiling into the jungle. Fudge finally makes his way in with a World Ender as B-Boy needs the auto attacks. Fudge is locked up, and he can't drain tank, and a double kill for the Talia. Kaze again with the performance.
They had so much pressure, so as soon as they can see Palafox hitting this ward, Doom uses that as an opportunity to let the ultimate fly. And they also...
Red Canids firmly in control of this third game as they try to take control over the bottom side river right now. The next Drake has already spawned, and this is the strength that we were talking about earlier for this long-range composition. If Red can get to the objectives first, they can make Shopify face check them. Contracts getting caught out, dies before the fight can even go anywhere. The Keeper's verdict will not save him in time, and with the enemy jungler down, that dragon is free.
Again, the pick with this team is just so good. Ash Arrow into guaranteed seismic shove follow-up and instant another.
As he tried to hop forward, but Palafox is not out of the woods just yet. Kaze coming around through the jungle here with the Weaver's Wall, cuts off the escape route for the Shopify mid laner. He doesn't even need setup. That seismic shove finds the mark, and Kaze brings the Canids up to a 4,000 gold lead.
I mean, Red just have the advantage in the standoff with the long-range engage they have, and they also are using their advantages in the side lanes. Okay, Zeus does live this one for now.
Yep, the Mikhails was clutch there, but it's not enough to save the tier 1 turret here for Shopify. They're outnumbered, they're outgunned. As soon as 4 players from
Revolta reacting to that one. And they're just going to keep... There's no Mikhails.
It's another beautiful catch coming out from Red Canids. The Glacial Prison finding the target on Zeus. He had the Mikhails to save himself with last time, but that cooldown's pretty long. And as long as that thing's not available, it is so easy for Sejuani to lock up those targets. And now with the enemy support down, Red Canids will start up the Baron. They still have the Ash Arrow. They still have the Encore. They still have Kaze ready and waiting. They continue pushing forward. The arrow doesn't find a target, but it doesn't even need to. Now with the enemy jungler killed, Red Canids know it's Baron o'clock.
It's just the Ashe, Seraphine, Sejuani mob just running around, killing whoever they want, making this look easy. Contract's dead, Palafox dips. This Baron is going over to Red.
Surely is. The only consolation prize is a minion wave on the bottom side of the map. Kaze will head on down there. He will be able to collect the push success for them.
Taking the momentum through. The predictions from the Brazilian casters, some of them saying 3-0 for Red. Not too shocking unless, nice pick there by Contracts.
Yup, the flash over the wall for the slam there to pick off Frosty as he was trying to get some vision, but that is only the support. Shopify know there is still quite a long way to climb to get back into this one.
They have to create chaos. That is the only way you come back in games like this. You got to just create some chaos.
7,000 gold. 29 minutes into the game. Massive lead in terms of the flower petals as well for the side of the red Canids. He's alive, but again, they force the enemy mid back. They're putting the pressure onto the Drake.
Yeah, I think you should just make this call. Yeah, definitely correct for Shopify. They just go for...
Ooh, that's a long-range stun onto Fudge, followed up by Kaze. There with the seismic shoved into the unraveled earth. Fudge wants to try to turn it around, but the problem is, here's FNB, and Fudge isn't gonna survive that one. It's the Drake over to red Canids. It's an extra kill over to red Canids. Kaze is gonna lead the charge towards the tier 2 up here in the top lane. It's already an 8,000 gold lead for the South representatives, and it's about to get even worse for Shopify Rebellion. 8.6K at 30.
And since Red was able to win both solo lanes, they've just very cleanly played out the rest of this game so far.
B-Boy now the target, tries to get away from it, but red Canids are going full send. Kaze slammed back into the wall, though. This might be an overextension. He stays alive for a second longer, but he is shut down by Fudge. Shopify get a big kill on the enemy mid laner. Zeus is very low. Palafox at half HP, so there's nothing more they can take.
The scramble in the fight there is good for Shopify. Kaze down, and he flashed. Is there a wraparound? Contracts?
Yeah, Contracts wants the Hex Flash over the wall. He arrives, but there's nothing for him to find. Instead, the firepower from red Canids. Contracts makes a fatal error, and Doom is happy to show him just that. 1-for-1 trade overall, as red Canids will also take the tier 2 turret in the mid lane.
You can see
down vision in this enemy jungle. Keep looking for these picks.
And as long as we're talking about it, like, what is the dream fight? Because it's probably some type of Azir shuffle into something insane.
Well, it's not
the dream
this.
start.
Contracts face check at the brush, nearly killed immediately, and Rebello takes him out with a focus fire. Palafox killed again with a nice seismic shove. Zeus, he'll fall too. It's 4 dead on Shopify Rebellion. Only Fudge still alive, and red Canids are marching down the mid lane.
I'll tell you what the dream fight for Red is. It's when they face check you and you chase them down. 4 kills for Red and probably the whole base.
This looks like the end of the game. Fudge would have to pull off a miracle in a 1v5 as an Aatrox against a full health enemy team. The mid lane inhibitor drops. There's still more than 20 seconds left on everybody on Shopify Rebellion. The Ash Arrow hits, add insult to injury as red Canids show Shopify what some team fighting, what some picks look like. 16-4 in game 3, red Canids go on to match point.
And if we're talking about a team that plays...
Absolutely agree. So we'll see if Shopify can have a good early game or if Red are going to close this series out. Casters, take it away.
Thank you very much, Lounge. That front line on red Canids forcing Rebello back. But now Doom, level 6 on the Skarner, wants to contest the enemy blue buff. Palafox is rotated over first, but the Impale finds Contracts. Decimate with a nice knockoff. Doom is going to be in some danger. He tries to get away. The first blood goes over to FNB, but it's a 1-for-1 here so far as Palafox is now forced back by the Cho'Gath. Rebello died in the bottom lane here at the same time as B-Boy and Zeus. Tech Drake, not the most valuable that it could be, as now Contracts and Palafox want to try to take a fight here with a 2v2, but the Mega Inferno Bomb only really hits Doom. Contracts backs away. The Impale collides onto Zeus, but he's got the Unbreakable Will. Doom very low, and the Feudal Warfare is claimed by returning back to the mid lane now with Black Fire Torch completed.
Yeah, but they're just going to try and get these feats...
as Palafox flashes to avoid the Bone Skewer.
So that is definitely worth it for Shopify because they do stay... Wait a second. The repeat.
We are not done yet. Zeus jumps in, headbutt pulverized. Frosty with a face check, and he gets punished. Now Zeus, flash for the auto attack, stun, follow up from Contracts. Kaze gets caught too. Rebello and Doom can't do anything in return, and Shopify...
Minute now. He's going to deny a few CS, you would hope, but Rebello is able to get the cannon, and that's just a
DPS that is going to look to play that assassination style I was talking about with the Vi. Vi ultimate into a Ziggs and Ezreal ultimate is going to have a lot of punch behind it. Or even when people are face-checking Zeus, you know, Zeus Alistar combos have been great setup.
Ooh, Zeus, though, in a little bit of trouble now. Ezreal ulti flies through. Zeus with the Unbreakable Will, trying to make enough extra distance to get away from the red Canids collapse, but they really want this Alistar. Zeus falls. Frosty takes the kill on that one. B-Boy's got to be a little bit mindful now. Frosty seeing if there's any more to maybe find here with the Bone Skewer. Goes after B-Boy, but he can't get him. One more Mystic Shot might do it, but B-Boy does not land it. Now Contracts trying to fight back, but he's grabbed in by the Impale from Doom. Contracts tries to escape, but he's Cho'Gath food. B-Boy sidesteps another rupture. No matter if his teammates fall, B-Boy stays standing.
Yeah, he's got dancing shoes on. That play was 4 people from Red, though. They commit so many people, it's going to leave a lane open. At first, on side lane secondary turrets, those are the most valuable turrets because a Rift Trail charge damage. Just, oh, wait a second.
Oh, this could be trouble for Doom. Getting caught out here a little bit by Zeus and Contracts, but they don't want to completely overcommit to just a Skarner. Palafox under pressure from Kaze, who's found his way onto the enemy mid laner. It's disaster for Shopify as they overextend, trying to make this play. Now the wraparound coming in from FMB as Rebello barely escapes the Mystic shot off to the side. Palafox in the middle of 3 about to drop. Rebello dies to Fudge, and now B-Boy's got to do a lot of work, but he gets grabbed to the 2-man impale. Massive play from Doom as Red Canids are gonna fully wipe Shopify Rebellion off of this map. Frosty's just wasted Fudge's time. He dunks him down with the X marks the spot, and Red Canids even this game up.
The impale into the gravity field there at the
But they do get the flash out of Kaze with the threat there from Fudge's ulti. Doom still here in the jungle. Remember, he can tunnel through the walls very easily. That's what he's going to do, but the tier 2 turret is already down. Now Contracts is going to take the Uber home.
Yeah, nice macro play right there, using the Rift Herald and the Ziggs to get an inner tier 2 turret. Very fast play. I don't think this Drake is free by any means, but he might be trying to get this bot lane turret start as well, and a fight.
Wait, we got the fight already. Nope, not quite. No full commit just yet. Frosty throwing out the bone skewer. Big Mega Inferno Bomb nearly kills Frosty. Close isn't good enough. Shopify Rebellion still full HP bars here. Have found some significant chunks onto Red Canids, but now Shopify are going to start up the objective. Zap fires through the wall, only really hits Fudge. FNB and Fudge both very tanky here on the front line. Zeus has lost half of his health now as well. Palafox and B-Boy not wanting to put too much damage into the Drake as it continues just harassing whoever might be nearby. Knock up onto FNB. Contracts jumps in over the wall as FNB is taken down. Fudge grabs the kill. Shopify Rebellion with a 1-0, removing the enemy front line. Still looking for a little bit more. The Impale is only onto Fudge. B-Boy needs a little bit more damage in the decimating.
3 successive objectives there for Shopify, in addition to getting
very
the kill.
Powerful game state right now for him with the Trinity Force plus Muramana combo. You can see FNB down in the bottom side of the map looking to take out the first turret of the game here for Red Canids. Frosty goes for that bone skewer yet again, just finds a little bit of harass and gets back.
I mean, Red is just wasting their time right now. The thought would be to force the teleport out by starting the Otacon, but Shopify is not willing to do that, so it is an uncontested side wave full of gold for FNB.
He's just continuing to go and go and go. Fudge ulti ready to lead the charge as Zeus jumps in. Kaze is going to be your target. Remember, there's no flash here with the Victor. Contract swoops in and they find their first kill. Now Doom's going to be the next target here for Shopify as FNB teleports in to join in and he's ready to fight back. Fudge down to 1/3 HP as Rebello finds a few auto attacks, but they don't have anybody low enough just yet. FNB looking for the opportunity to use the feast. Contracts jumps back over the wall here with the ball breaker. Zeus barely staying alive with 20 HP. Doom with an impale only on Fudge. Decimating smash in retaliation. Fall breaker to follow it up, and Contracts has another one. Enemy mid laner and jungler down. Shopify Rebellion don't lose a man.
Oh, these are close.
In this last one, we see the advantage of overcommitting to a play, as we might get another chase down, actually.
Yep, we got another fight breaking out. Palafox the target there from Frosty, but there's no follow-up from the rest of the Red Canids. FNB at 40% HP, continuing to try to run as the True Shot Barrage finds a Mega Inferno Bomb. Not enough.
Expect to see B-Boy has been landing everything on this Ezreal. This is him just hitting the Cho'Gath and the Skarner over and over again, having a great game on this pick.
B-Boy is definitely hitting right now, and he's hitting Frosty, who has to jump away once again. And Pyke, as you get later into the game, Pyke can definitely be just a liability. Sometimes you can get a really good hook to...
Whoa, hold on. We're just going all the way in. FNB, the target of the massive burst from Shopify is plenty enough to get it done. Doom's the second one to go right after. A double kill for B-Boy again. Shopify Rebellion are just going to keep pushing. Kaze is up in the top lane trying to take the tier 1 and get something back. Inhibitor now under fire here in the bottom lane. It's only Frosty and Rebello looking to try to stop this and save the Nexus turrets, but the first one is already about to die. Shopify Rebellion push all the way to the enemy Nexus before Red Canids push them back.
They might have a lot of that confidence back. They do need to retreat to go get this Drake as FNB and Doom are going to respawn. Red's looking for something.
This would push it to a Silver Scrapes, and this could push it to the deciding game here, and them now Red being backs against the wall. That's one of those moments where you have an opportunity, but you don't want to risk it.
Yeah. Well, we do have now a 4.3 thousand of damage still. Red Canids thinking about their approach. FNB, 60% health. Doom tries to swoop in from the side here, but he's not going to find anybody. Seo's ready to control him, keep B-Boy and Palafox protected. Doom on the front line gets the Impale onto 2. Contracts is already down. Doom's going to be traded back for him as Fudge soaks a ton of damage here on the front line, but he is finally going to die. Seo's falls down too. B-Boy can't get in range to do the rest of the damage as Kaze flashes back over the wall. Palafox is ready to follow with a nice bouncing bomb. Rebello about to fall here against B-Boy and flashes over the wall to avoid the stun. Frosty can't quite get him. B-Boy stays alive. It's AD carry versus AD carry.
Everybody calm down.
All right, no, like you said, no soul. It's just soul point. It's not the soul itself. So that one is going to get knocked down there by Shopify Rebellion. And now, gentlemen, we have another 5 minutes. On the backside of the Dragon Pit, wanted to wait there and make sure that they weren't getting pincer attacked from anybody on the Red Canids side. Doom looking for an angle to maybe tunnel through the wall here as FNB is going to continue to be your front line and soak the poke. Doom goes in for the Impale, but he does not find the right target. Now Doom taking a ton of burst. He's nearly killed, but he stays alive for now. The Arcane Storm doing work on contracts. FNB still here on the front line. Kaze, Doom, FNB also close to death, but nobody's down here just yet. Shopify Rebellion, they're still looking to move forward. Seos does die. Rebello gets the kill on the enemy support. Shopify still trying to burn down the dragon. It's going to be secured by contracts. FNB wanted to get the feast, but he can't quite find it. Now Fudge wants to get away over the wall, but he can't do it. Rebello goes on a killing spree. Yes, it's a Cloud Soul for Shopify.
Realistically stop this with 2 players dead and how much health exists on red, but B-Boy is at least trying, and Contracts does have Smite.
Okay, they do some decent damage there, but a Frosty Palafox with a big kill on the enemy support. Kaze looking for B-Boy, but he can't find him. Contracts and Palafox still in position here in the river, and it looks like Red Canids are going to be forced away from the objective. The Baron is halted in its tracks. B-Boy shifts forward. Right onto
Shopify Rebellion. Even losing 2 at the Dragon fight, it is Palafox and B-Boy that just
get out of the edge.
It's been spamming emotes all game long.
If he gets caught there because of an emote spam, he's going to want that one back. Shopify Rebellion, they're pushing into the base from multiple different angles now. Tier 3 turrets dead in top lane and bottom lane. Remember that bottom lane inhibitor has respawned from a long time ago. Mid lane Tier 3 turret now destroyed as well. All 3 inhibitors exposed in the Red Canids base. Fudge just face tanking everything here in the mid lane, buying time. Kaze with a flash away, but he will not escape. B-Boy and Fudge. Seos dies for the cause, but the enemy mid laner and jungler are down. B-Boy and the rest of Shopify Rebellion looking for the game-winning push. That second Nexus turret should be respawned here. Believe that's just a graphical error. Top lane inhibitor, that'll be the next one to fall. FNB, Rebello, and Frosty all scrambling to try to defend. Fudge, yeah, he gets pulled by the skewer, but he does not care. Second turret destroyed here with the Nexus. FNB trying to get away. The Cho'Gath is tanky, but is he tanky enough? No, sir, he is not. Frosty gets back into the fountain. Rebello sent there by force. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to game 5.
I mean, Shopify lived to fight another game, and I saw that Ezreal games on red side when he was 41% win rate. So you never know, Chovy. You never know.
Well, there's no hyper carry on the other side either. It'll be Ahri Misfortune locked in as the last 2 picks. All of that gold that was lost through the waves being left in the mid lane unattended, that will at least earn them the first Drake of the game.
Okay, that's
just a little bit of extra help to help you survive the dive when that Nocturne jumps in on top of you, potentially with the Leona right next to him. Now Fudge getting dove. Doom makes his way into the top side here as teleports are coming in to reinforce both sides. Doom wants to get away, but it's first blood over to Red Canids. Doom should be the sacrifice as Contracts and Palafox are ready to step up and help, but a point-blank charm on a Palafox means a 2-for-1 favoring Red Canids. Brazil strikes first, and they strike harder.
They have been starving.
They actually releash it.
Let's look at the items. They do have the first mythic. It's basically 1 mythic across the board, and they have their ultimates back. So
plenty of damage.
I think they can get it.
Okay, Dragon secured. Shopify managed to take that without a team fight being involved. As up there in the top lane, you can see Kaze retreating away from Palafox there with the Ahri. Now the engage coming out in mid. A lot of damage onto Seos. The entire bullet time is tanked up. The Unbreakable won't matter. B-Boy barely getting away. But it's another kill for Red Canids. That's their 3rd kill of the game that earns them the feats of strength.
And Flowers, that is going to be another tower and another objective immediately afterwards as well. They get the Rift Herald. Mid lane is opened up. This is the most beautiful thing for a pick comp composition. Now there's more territory. Ultimate maybe, like that one's pretty long. You can try and get that out there, but Red do seem like they have a lot of ways to set up very good Misfortune ultimates.
All right, Red looking for the enemy jungle here. Contracts goes for the engage, but now they got to be a little bit careful. Paranoia shuts off the lights, and now Doom is ready to lead the charge forward. They're going after B-Boy. There's the cutoff. FNB finds the enemy AD carry. Frosty takes the kill, and Red Canids 5,500 gold ahead. Fearless in the enemy jungle, and they're not done yet. Zeus trying to flash away as Doom wants the fear tether, but Fudge barely gets enough distance, and Zeus just hangs on by 10 HP.
And that's the danger of trying to start a fight when you don't have any side lane pressure. The Nocturne turns out the lights. It can easily disorient where Shopify needs to go, and it allows FNB to pick off the kill on the backside.
There it is, man. Red Canids Kalunga again, another turret claimed by them. 6,500 gold ahead now. 4 turrets to nothing claimed by here in Tier 1, and they're very close to eliminating Shopify Rebellion from any hopes of going to Dallas or going to Worlds, as Shopify will now see the Otacon has been started, but stopping it is a whole different matter. Doom and Rebello do plenty of damage with just the 2 of them. Frosty's making his way over, and now Kaze looking for the pick here with Doom right behind him. Fudge is already down, and Palafox is forced to use his arm guard in the middle of all 5 enemy players. FNB picks up the second one, and now Shopify have to try to get away. Doom's ready to cut him off, and the flash in from Frosty with the bullet time over the top. The Red Canids are absolutely merciless. Rebello takes another. B-Boy and Contracts barely hobble away, and Brazil shows them what they're made of.
Beautiful Otacon play from Red. They pull the Otacon away, and then they're looking for the pick the entire time. They're just showing Otacon taking a little bit of damage, but Kaze is waiting in the brush behind the Red, and he jumps onto Fudge as Shopify try and rotate over to the Otacon. They make use of their pick. Nocturne ult immediately following over to the area into the pick, and now this one.
Here's another pick for you. They are looking to chop down that tree, and yes, sir, they will. Doom picking up another one for his squad. 8-1 for Red Canids Kalunga. 8,000 gold lead. Dragon picked up, so no more stacking towards the soul for Shopify either. Charm plus Foxfire plus Spirit Orb onto Contracts. That's the damage from just one cast of Ahri's 3 basic abilities. It is so difficult for Shopify Rebellion to go anywhere on Summoner's Rift where their turrets are not. And those turrets, they aren't going to last a whole lot longer. Mid lane tier 2 is under pressure. Top lane tier 2 is under pressure. Everywhere on the map is continually getting attacked by Red Canids as Doom goes in after Fudge, but immediately rethinks it as Shopify groups up to try to fight back. FNB firing out the needlework. Kaze takes out Contracts. Frosty's not in the fight just yet. Rebello swooping around from the side. Red trying to get out here. Bullet time. Doing a good, decent damage here onto Zeus. No more comes of it.
Yeah, because they could just retreat right back to the Baron area of the map. They got the kill onto Contracts. There is no enemy smite, so that should just be Baron for Red. They're already rich enough. Teleport right back out. Here we go.
Yeah, this is going to be near impossible for Shopify to contest, but also probably the nail in the coffin if it goes over. So it looks like they're going to try teleporting in, hoping to stall long enough for Contracts to make his way from base as well.
Yeah, it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation, as the Baron is already down below 4,000 HP. Red Canids looking to secure this right here, and they've already got it. Sayo stuck in the front line, taking a ton of damage. B-Boy's down first, though, as Kaze into the back, just assassinates everybody. Shopify Rebellion are erased from Summoner's Rift, and Red Canids take the Baron to march down mid.
Just a well-played Baron, well-played game, well-played series by Red, coming here to Los Angeles, showing up and potentially ending it on this push.
Yeah, this could be the very end. It's only Contracts alive here on the Maokai. Zeus will respawn in about 5 seconds, but Contracts dies first. Red Canids Kalunga rise to the occasion here in the Riot Games Arena. They will take Shopify Rebellion to 5 games, and they will end their season here. Red